Was it?
Oh,
The
now we're
goat.
live. Did we raw dog it this time?
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
Oh my god,
It was
guys,
that
we were just.
silly sneaky go
I'm gonna
live
double
button.
check. I'm gonna double check, but I trust you. I trust you. Um, yeah, nah,
Yeah, we're
yeah,
live.
nah. Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What a way to start in there.
How many times have we apologized for being late?
Honestly, I wasn't counting. There. Okay, yeah, I see Kiwi skirts. Kiwi skirts got
Oh,
it. Thank you, skirt.
okay.
Always good to
Getting
have
back
you
to where
here.
we were, just for context, and just so everyone knows, I'm still working. I am on shift,
Yes.
waiting for phone calls to come in. We won't get any, but we might. Just,
Yes, fingers crossed nothing happens, but if they do, then we might have to have the detective just mute
I have to
himself.
support a private hospital on the other side of the planet.
Private, did you say?
Yep, it's a private hospital.
Of
Yeah.
course it's fucking
Yeah.
private. I mean,
Well,
to be fair, as long as they pay you enough, like, who really cares?
yeah. Well, a public hospital is not going to outsource tech support to some,
That's
big
actually a really fair point.
fancy company.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
that's fair point.
I mean, some of them would if it was like specifically a service for that, but
No,
anyway.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, kia ora everyone. Obviously we've skipped the intro since we're a little bit late.
Yeah.
But I hope we're all staying warm and dry today. It has been absolutely fucked across the country, so
Oh my
hoping you
God.
guys are all staying safe, warm and dry.
It kind of just feels like it's just the same. It feels like Groundhog Day, you know? We get in the non-stop just, oh, here we go again. It's another state of emergency. And I think it was Mark Mitchell was talking, because I was going to do a nice little mash cut sort of thing with all the different state of emergencies and rain disasters we've had in the last 2-3 years. And I think he did the work for us. He told us it was like 25 or something states of emergency in the last 2 years.
There's a video that we're going to watch from
so we'll get to
Stuff News. So 3 News? Whatever. I can't fucking remember.
One of the newses.
Yeah. So yeah, and I've also just lined up a ton of, because obviously we can talk and just have things in the background. So I've got heaps of videos and footage from across the country that we can kind of just have a look at, because it's been crazy. Like, I think the beginning of the weekend, like, I finished BHN, I looked at my phone and there was like states of emergency for further up, I think Waikato ways around Aotearoa, which is where Paul the other one is from. I learned over the weekend.
I knew he was from north of me, but I don't know how north.
Yeah. Well, I guess since I'm from Aotearoa, he'd be like west of me. But yeah, so I saw that, and that was obviously crazy. And then I saw Christchurch on Saturday, I believe. A good portion of them got put on boil water notice. And then they were like, Wellington's gonna get hit with a bunch of fucking wind, which sometimes they say that, and I'll be honest, I kind of like, oh, is that it? But it was fucking, like, I was low-key expecting one of the trees outside to have something break off of it. Thankfully, knock on wood, everything's fine, but it was so loud. Like, the kind of loud where you're like, I don't even know if I want to go to sleep. Like, I don't know if I can.
Yeah. No, well, because you have paper-thin walls there, and the friction noise from the wind in Wellington is crazy. It is.
Yeah, and like the house on the other side of us, it likes to whistle through.
Yes, I was
going to
say the worst one is the whistling when you get like something that's a perfect gap and.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. How's it been in Auckland? Have you guys been? It seemed like Big Gay Out went on all good. So, it seems like you guys were.
Yeah,
were
I always miss all that shit. I'm so horrible at getting to events like
that.
I'm not good at showing up to events. Like, I find out after it's on the 6 p.m. news, and I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, actually, it's a shame you didn't go, because I don't actually have it on the ticket, but maybe I can go find it. There was a small protest against
I got a little
Matt
clip
Ducey.
of that later.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Yay.
I did a little edit. Yeah, that
was the one
my
story I
today.
hadn't. Oh, well, hey, at least you're doing your gay service.
I did my gay service.
Serve your community, sir.
Yes, the queer army.
Right? But I'm so jealous. Big Gay Out it's one of the things I really want to go to at some point in my life. I have a Big Gay Out t-shirt, but
Mhm.
I've never been. So that's
I'd just
bucket
love to go
list.
to mingle with all the different communities, that
Mm,
especially the ones that you typically don't see. Some of the more niche ones, like nerd communities, and I
for
don't know.
sure.
Oh, then the fetish communities, they're cool too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely,
Tell
absolutely.
me about your kink.
Well, we can see what you're keen on for Pride, but
I
oh,
mean,
speaking of, also
well,
happy
actually,
Pride.
you should be able to make an implication, I think, based on the color I'm wearing. I don't actually know which color this represents. There is a handkerchief code, though. Someone
Yeah,
find me what light blue is.
don't ask me.
No?
Don't
Okay.
ask me. How's your week been though, other than being very busy?
Extremely relaxing. So that's more
Nice.
or less been it for me.
That's good.
Just lots of reading, plenty of
Mm.
reading, mainly doing early history, sort of cradle of life sort of things, Mesopotamian, you know,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So I was like cradle.
Sumerian,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Akkadian, all that kind of
Hell
stuff.
yeah. I
Very
find
early
the
history.
Sumerians very interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
they invented soap.
especially with their Anunnaki.
Oh, I think blue means I'm a cocksucker. I think.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it means I suck something.
I
There's more
mean, just
specifics
generally
with the
suck.
dots and stuff, but I suck something
Oh
apparently,
yeah.
according to my bandana. Can't complain.
Anyway, I guess we might as well start jumping into some of this weather. So I shall actually click. Oh my god, there's so many tabs,
Are we
man.
going to share screen?
Yeah, we'll go to share.
Okay. Oh, just
Oh
before
wait,
we
did I do
move,
it the right way?
well,
Yeah,
because
you want.
so what's happening? I think you click share
I'm on
window.
tab. No, I'm on
Okay.
tab.
Okay. So when you go tab, press F11.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what we want. Now you got
Ah,
like a
that's why. But
nice
then I can't like
full
switch
screen.
between screens
It's true. Well,
easily.
you'd have to just press F11 again,
Yeah.
but at least it's bigger now. See, you're getting my screen underneath actually.
Ah. Ooh, what do you now? Let's see what's on
That was
Ripper's
just
screen.
TVNZ. That's all
Boring.
it is.
But yes, so obviously, I like the headline here. Another major storm. New Zealand in a perpetual cycle of response and recover, which I'll be honest, like, credit to Mark Mitchell. He actually is doing like a
Yeah.
decent job. Like, he's doing his work, and it's nice to see out of this current lot, to be honest. I guess I'll go F11 to play it though, just to
No,
for
you don't
you
need to do that. It
guys.
seems to just get the whole video, so
Oh,
that did it
okay.
perfectly.
Oh, swag.
So I guess if
Okay,
you're
cool.
doing video, it's fine.
Yeah.
The more you
Awesome.
know.
Good to know. All right, let's listen.
Service has issued red heavy rain warnings for Manawatu, Rangatiki and Ruapehu districts and have told residents to expect up to 180 millimetres of rain. 3 states of emergency have also been declared. They're in Aotearoa and Waipa districts, which have been hammered, and Tararua set for heavy rain tonight as a low pressure system moves onto the country. Carlos Norton reports.
Aotearoa and Waipa were 2 of the latest districts to be smashed unexpectedly by a weather bomb. And by the time it was done, another New Zealander had lost their life. Brent Knowles was an enthusiastic fisherman and a keen...
But also, of all the pictures, surely they could have picked a nice one for the homie. Like,
You
R.I.P.
wouldn't believe the amount of times that happened. So I had a friend that went missing about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And they just chose, I don't know why they chose the worst angle that was like up like this, like upward
Oh,
angle, like
yeesh.
made him look like an Easter Island hit. I'm like, if we're trying to find the guy, like this is
Yeah.
the worst picture you could have
We
chosen.
needed one that actually looks like the person. But yeah, I just had to R.I.P. to the homie.
Aotearoa community man. Now attention is being drawn to the lower east coast. Wairoa is expected to face the brunt of a low-pressure system sent to lash Hawke's Bay, bringing heavy rain, severe gales and rough seas. The council spent the day sandbagging, but there are fears that closures on the slip-prone State Highway 2 could cut off rural communities and the last route to Gisborne.
Big focus on State Highway 2 because if we lose State Highway 2, and we have a history of losing that road, it effectively means that Wairoa and Gisborne and Tairāwhiti are cut off.
Back in Aotearoa, they're in recovery mode, with floodwaters being pumped out of some homes. The message from Emergency Management Minister Mark Mitchell is that in such events, the public must be proactive.
There's got to be some personal responsibility, trust your own danger sense. If you're not sure, you think you need to move to somewhere safer, just do that. Especially do it in daylight hours, don't wait till night time, because then it becomes much more difficult, and then it puts first responders in harm's way.
The Mayoral Relief Fund has been set up in Aotearoa to provide short-term recovery funds. But Mitchell said today the country seems to be in a perpetual cycle of response and recovery.
We just have to adapt. As a society, we're actually very good at responding to these events. We have no control over the weather, so we just have to continue as a country to identify what our risks are and making sure that we can deal with them.
From 2004 to 2014, New Zealand averaged only 13.4 days annually under a state of emergency. But over the past 10 years, that number skyrocketed to 35.9 days per year. Last year, there were 72 days.
Jesus.
So it's more than doubled, was it?
Yeah, well, 13 to, what did you say, 32?
30-something, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that back a bit. That was some interesting numbers.
35.9 days per year. Over the past 10 years, 13.4.
13.4.
And making sure that we can deal with them.
From 2004 to 2014, New Zealand averaged only 13.4 days annually under a state of emergency. But over the past 10 years, that number skyrocketed to 35.9 days per year. Last year, there were 72 days. And in 2023, there was a record 91 days.
Climate change is here, it's happening, and the consequences for New Zealand will be significant. We need to do a lot more to mitigate climate change, but we also need to really step up our preparations for the extreme weather events that we're seeing.
Mark Mitchell says the country does have the capacity to deal with the increasingly extreme weather bombs. But as more districts get ready for another rough night, it seems the resilience of towns in New Zealand is being tested to breaking point on a regular basis.
But yeah.
Met service.
So that's Mark Mitchell doing a pretty decent job, and actually I really rate.
I was gonna say the same. So if he hadn't come in, like, with this iron fist mentality and this whole is my mic too low? It looks like it might be too low. Someone let me know if my mic's low. He was coming in with this iron fist mentality. Didn't he have a quota that he didn't meet, I believe?
Oh, I mean,
what was it?
They missed a lot of their targets.
Yeah, well, it was something to do with the statistics of retail crime, I believe, going down.
Okay,
and he didn't meet that target. And he was supposed to resign. But, like, if he hadn't screwed the pooch in that way, I think if he had just come in a bit more open-mindedly, you know, everyone would have a bit more of a positive perception about him, because he is at least taking up the mantle and doing, you know, he's doing what's right, and he doesn't, like, as much as these other parties seem to. Sorry, not the other parties. The other members of the parties seem to sort of say, "Hey, we're not politicizing this. We're not politicizing that." I actually get that from him. He doesn't seem to politicize the event at all. He's just like, "This is what needs to be done. This is how we need to do it, and I'm not going to make political hay out of this as the minister at all." And
yeah. No,
I mean,
I totally agree.
Not that I blame him in some respects. Like, you know, politics is politics. You can politicize any event. But he's just he seems to be very, very serious and matter of fact about all of this.
No, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's like one of the comments said, one of them has to earn their keep. I mean,
Yeah.
especially considering everything we're seeing from all of them, actually. They're all either pushing through horrible bills or just generally being bad at their job. But, like, this is from, I believe, Lower Hutt, what we're looking at now. And, like, as you can see, the road is literally disintegrating.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane.
Because I guess in terms of ministers, he's probably getting tested the most anyway, with calls to action. Like, he actually, in terms of all the ministers, he actually has to do stuff. I think there's not many other ministers, I suppose, that have had this much of a responsibility, at least in the public limelight, apart from, like, Winston Peters, maybe?
Yeah.
I think he's the only really other one that's probably had as significant of a ministerial portfolio this term.
Did I just terminate that? Whoops.
I think you did. All the other stuff has sort of been like backseat legislation sort of stuff, but like those are the two ministers that have actually been out doing things in the community. I can't think of, well, Winston Peters' community is not the community I'm talking about.
No,
He's actually out doing stuff international community.
Exactly, like
not local.
It's insane, especially with Christchurch is now copying it quite hard. I didn't put the audio on because it's honestly it's just horrible audio. All you can hear
shitty wind noise,
shitty wind and rain. But yeah, it's crazy and it's frustrating, I guess. As a greenie, I guess, or a lefty, just seeing all of this climate change really like affecting us, especially because in Wellington, I mean, we actually had a pretty decent week in terms of Monday to Friday. It was generally nice weather. I got a lot of washing done, and in fact it was actually fucking hot on quite a few of those days. And then all of a sudden it went from being like maybe 18 degrees all the way down to like 14, 13, which felt like quite a reduction in summer. So yeah, I'm wearing like long pants, long sleeves. It's shouldn't be happening, and I hate the change of just like hot, cold, and we're only going to see that getting worse and worse as this shit continues.
It's actually been lovely and mild for me this weekend, so it's been like the first weekend. Hey, it's been like the first weekend in like months where I've not been sweating just non-stop.
No, that is fair. You guys have had really muggy and
it's been so bad.
And hot weather. And I guess the last little bit I wanted to touch on is obviously with all of the stuff going on, a lot of people are talking about what to pack in an emergency grab and go bags, which I want to start this part kind of saying we have to acknowledge that being able to have a grab and go bag is a privilege. It is not something everyone can afford to just kind of have sitting over to the side. However, where possible, I think we need to all kind of think about that. Like I constantly am thinking about, fuck, I really need to make like an emergency box or something.
Yeah. And it's not just like a pack it and you're done sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it is for a certain amount of time. It's like a first aid kit. You need to constantly check those for expiration, things that need to be updated, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's not just a one-off cost, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I like someone, Matthew pointed out here, Brooke Van Velden has to give the firefighters something after their efforts. That's another great point I didn't even think of.
Oh, yeah.
They're already having a hard enough time. Like, I believe, well, in Taupo, they had a fire that their aerial fire truck broke. So they tried to get, I think, Tauranga Aotearoa's. That one broke on the way. Then they tried to get one from Tokoroa ways, I believe, or Hamilton, and that one obviously took over an hour or so to get there, and I think it may have also ended up having issues. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's not like the first thing that just comes to your mind, I guess, when it starts raining is the fire brigade, but yeah, they are needed.
And like, I really appreciate all the people who are out there doing it, civil defense, obviously Mark Mitchell's crew and all of that, because it's absolutely devastating. Because like, I can't imagine what it must be like having all of your possessions in the bottom half of your house just ruined and gone. Especially in a country where I don't think a lot of us can often afford to be insured for things like this. So.
And Mark, we want to help you. We want to help you not do this on a constant basis. So please let us help you via climate action.
Yeah, help me, help you, to help me, to help you. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more weather stories for us to talk about.
There'll be plenty.
In the rest of the year, which I am not looking forward to. But we might as well go to our next story.
Well, I was just touching on this one.
Yeah.
What did you pull this as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we pulled the same story. Okay. Well,
Sunny's in the thumbnail.
Well, so I didn't read through any of the rest of this. There's only one reason I fucking pulled this.
Oh yeah.
And it's because I saw the picture. So if you go to the picture right there.
Can you just highlight it? Is it in
Well,
our
just
document
scroll
or just
down.
this picture? Oh, on the
Yeah. That's my office.
Oh my
That's
god, I was actually gonna ask
my
you if
office
you like
building
are close to this.
that I work in. And I was like, okay, maybe they just picked a random office building, but you scroll down, you see it again. I was like, okay, so
and they specify 110 Simmons Street.
Yes, and then I went I just had to go check. So I went to the office today and I checked, and it did say government, let's see, ministerial service or advisory service. Like, it wasn't specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, ministerial advisory group, which was 3rd floor South B. So there you go. But so the reason this came a shock to me, the reason it came as a shock to me was the fact that I saw that and I was like, I have never seen Sunny once in the entire time they have been apparently renting this.
Supposedly, yeah.
For contrast, I have seen multiple times other ministers. I have seen Simon Bridges multiple occasions. He walks near me, my street all the time. I see him all the time. Wow. He's not even working in that building. So that gives you a little bit of contrast as to I've not seen Sonny once. So he cannot have been occupying that building much.
Oh, fuck no. And I mean,
and I go here regularly. I go there for gym too. Like, there's a free gym on the ground floor.
So that's where you go to the gym.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just hang out in the building because there's air conditioning.
Why not? Why fucking not? If you've got a facility that you can like, it's like when I got to the uni a lot of the times, you know. Sometimes it'd be cold as shit, so I just go to the uni because it was warm. But that's crazy. I was wondering if you might be familiar with the building, but I didn't expect it to be the building you work in.
It's the building I work in.
That is chef's kiss. I am really glad that we had this story. But it is insane to me that, like, again, this is just another example of this government allowing some board to waste so much money, considering they're the ones who would yell about the, you know, any advisory groups that Labour would make.
I was not invited to any lunches.
Oh.
In fact, I have to sit there and watch all of National go to do their, you know, State of the Union address or whatever in the great room in the Quarters Hotel. They come up in their bow ties and I just go, man, I could be one of those elites.
I mean, it's funny too because it says they're paying basically 120,000, but this is disbanding earlier than planned as well. So I'm assuming that means that they're renting it for that whole time, but they'll only be occupying it for a lot less.
I presume so. Well, they'll have a lease essentially, and that lease will be contracted, and they would have. Depending, I don't know how they paid it. They might have paid it all up front. They might be paying monthly, but regardless, they will still be obligated to pay that. So, I don't know. Absolutely. Maybe the government will do some fuckery and try and get themselves out of the lease agreement, but...
maybe, but yeah.
They could reach a deal with the owner if they want to, but I don't think he will.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw it, I just instantly sent this article to Chewy because I was just like, look, it's your favorite person. Because like the amount of times we've seen this guy in the news for basically wasting money and time, it's just frustrating to see.
By the way, this might have been coined tinnitus.
Tinnitus?
Are we tinnitus?
Oh, yeah. I have tinnitus.
Oh, do you have tinnitus?
Counts.
Oh, that was it. I knew I heard a ringing.
But I like that, tinnitus.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could call ourselves night owls.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Or morporks. I don't know.
Keep them
My
coming.
brain just said owl and went, morpork.
Yeah, but not much to talk about there.
No,
just
not
money
much.
being wasted by this group. And everyone hates
And-
Sunny, which is...
Everyone hates Sunny Kaushals.
Yeah.
So, fuck
I'm glad we can bridge the divide on something, you know?
I mean, they could have shared an office with Kāinga Ora.
Yeah, I know.
Another place that is probably not even using their office because they're not doing shit. So, yeah, instead of getting a flatmate, he got an expensive apartment to himself that, from the sounds of it, he probably didn't visit very often. So, good job. Good job, Sonny. And then for our last bit of what we call bad news, so I saw this article today about a prisoner with a burst appendix who was not taken to the hospital for 6 days.
Is this you trying to poke fun at me again?
Wait, what? No? Did you have burst
Didn't I
appendix?
tell you the story about I had appendicitis and my mum thought I was faking it, so sent me on a bike ride?
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's right. Yeah, this might hit a little close up. Man, 2 stories back to back. Just I did not plan this, guys, I swear. But yes, this is a horrible story that I saw today. Where a prisoner with a burst appendix was told it was a stomach bug and waited 6 days to be admitted to hospital for surgery.
I can tell you that's how it always starts. They always think it's a stomach bug.
Yeah. And so they said the Health and Disability Commissioner said multiple registered nurses saw the woman, but their clinical impression was that of a viral infection. On her admission to hospital on the 5th of July 2022, she was diagnosed with a burst appendix, and the next day she underwent an operation to remove her appendix, drain a pelvic abscess, and remove a section of her large intestines.
Oh, so it actually burst.
Yeah, and because it took so long,
Okay.
that part of her intestines had an infection in it. So that's why they had to literally remove it, which when I read that, my mind was just like, what the fuck? That is horrific.
I couldn't imagine the pain that you would have gone through experiencing your appendix bursting. That is, yeah, that would just horror. Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
No, absolutely. So basically, her symptoms were first flagged after a morning medication round. They noted that she'd been vomiting for the past 3 days and unable to keep food down. This is the part that really got me. Miss A told the commissioner investigating her case that her nurse told her it was a stomach bug, and when her symptoms persisted at the next appointment, she was told to write it out. Ride it out, girl. Just suffer through it. Like, she'll be right. Like, it's such a fucking typical Kiwi.
Oh, wait. How much information do we have on the person in question? Like,
In terms
ethnicity,
of-
background, that kind of stuff?
Nah, we have no. All we know is that it's a woman.
Because I'm wondering, with that mentality, I'm wondering if they thought they might have been a pill seeker.
That is also, I mean,
Yeah.
that is, and we also don't know what the why the person was in prison, whether it was, anything to do with. So we have no idea what their past or history is. So there is a really good chance that did affect the bias from the nurses.
That's what I'm
mean,
thinking.
I do feel like they probably, unfortunately, like, as a fair person, it can be bad enough with doctors, but I can imagine it being even worse being in prison where people, essentially say that, you should deserve to suffer just because you did something wrong, like, perpetually. So, yeah, it's really horrible. Basically, their prison denied clinical staff, focused on managing nausea and vomiting, maintaining hydration, because a nurse assessment indicated a viral illness and an absence of any red flag symptoms. She was seen by multiple nurses during the next 6 days for nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, but there was no record of observations like temperature, blood pressure, or pulse, no abdominal examinations, which is like such a basic first. Like, the amount of times the doctor's like, oh, go on, let me just push on your tummy.
It's literally just, okay, your stomach hurts, let me push here, let me push here. Literally, all they would have had to done is push where the appendix is. And they would go, and then you go over the other side and nothing.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
So easy. I mean, the amount of times they'll just do that just to rule it out. Because it's just like, it takes 2 seconds, No description of bowel movements taken at these assessments. No evidence her fluids were monitored. And she was eventually referred to the hospital. She spent 9 days in hospital and complained to the Health and Disability Commissioner the following month. But it's just an absolute horrible story. They blame staff shortages and high turnover, which I'm sure there is an element of that. However, I do personally worry about maybe the way in which the mindset of the people who work with the prisoners. And they kind of the lens they look at them through.
I could see that a little bit. Like, okay, it's doubly. They're going, okay, we're short staffed, we're out of time, we need to be more efficient, so we're going to skip over some of the basic checks or something like that. Yada yada yada, and then you get lack of quality care. And sounds like they might have identified the issue. Burst appendix can result in death. Yes.
Yeah.
They're mostly
Also,
from like infection and stuff, but.
Big Ol' B's cousin was airlifted to hospital from the middle of the sticks with an appendix infection.
Oh.
That's insane. Oh,
Jesus.
Horrible. They did have some recommendations that were put forward.
I was going to say, like, because it sounds like they got recommendations and stuff like that. So they've identified, I guess, perhaps the cause, but
or at
what's
least
actually
some of the factors, I imagine.
Yeah, but like, what are you actually doing to address the issue so it doesn't happen again? So you have to accept the fact that maybe we can't get more staff. So what are we going to do in our process to ensure that this doesn't happen?
Absolutely, because it seems like some very basic steps were just completely not even bothered to be thought about. I mean, so many basic things they could have done. I mean, all of the following changes that they talk about is about, quality assurance advisor, medical office hours increased by 6 hours a month to provide additional appointments and support, which 6 hours a month is kind of fuck all, but hey, it's something. Management systems, educational sessions, clinical documentation audit, and Deputy Commissioner of Women's Prisons role was created to strengthen the connection between frontline operations through a formalized women's prison network and to provide stewardship.
That's one of those silly, pointless ministerial roles. I'm sorry, that's actually bloating the government. We need to get rid of those. There's no need for a women's deputy commissioner of prisoners, because nothing bad happens to women in prison.
Right. I mean, it also just seems those roles tend to just be paper anyway. They
at the end of the day, they kind of are. But
yeah,
I was just taking a page out of Seymour's book.
Our favorite person.
Yeah. We'll get on to him later.
Obviously, she's they've recommended that they give a written apology to the victim. I mean, I personally, she's talked about how she has trauma now from that incident. So I mean,
fuck, the least you can do is apologize,
I mean, I feel like the least you can do is financially compensate her. She is forever going to be missing a section of her intestines.
I mean, that's probably the least you should do, but it's not the least you can do.
No.
The least you can do is fucking apologize.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like the fact that negligence has led to such a permanent, life-changing thing is just very negligent, and my heart goes out to the victim. All right, let's go into ugly news.
Yeah. So this is one I just. Oh, what?
Wait, or did I get the wrong one?
Yeah, you skipped my video, but we can do this first.
Oh no, I can. Can you not highlight? You're right. I did skip it. Oh, you're good.
All right. So I just saw this one.
This one's so funny.
Today.
I watched like the first 30 seconds and I died.
Yeah. Well, we only need to watch sort of the first half anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to give any context? Or
no, this thing will explain itself pretty well.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure it's not muted. Hopefully this won't be too loud. Let me know.
I got controls.
Kia ora mai anō. Dock rangers are monitoring a flock of murderous mallards near Lake Tekapo amid concerns their unusual and deadly behaviour may be spreading. 3 of the ducks have already been put down after they were caught eating freshly hatched pū teke chicks. Donna Marie Lever is on the case.
Are they innocent feathered friends, or is there a menacing mallard in the mix with murder on its mind?
Dun,
If
dun,
I hadn't have seen the photos for a start, I wouldn't have believed it because it just seemed really unusual.
Several mallard ducks were snapped in the act, eating baby chicks alive.
That's brutal. That's very brutal. Not nice.
Through her long lens, Gaynor Hurst captured the criminal behaviour.
The first one I saw, it took out of the water, grabbed it. It had fallen in the water and it grabbed it from there. And then, yeah, and quite a few just disappeared.
So she contacted Doc and the rangers moved in, witnessing a similar sight.
And the duck just grabbed the chick and took off. And
swallowed it whole.
Within, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
They drown them, or they seem to drown them first.
Yeah.
And then eat them.
Oh God!
But they're prey.
What the fuck? These ducks are psychotic.
Yeah. So that more or less sums up the story. We don't need to watch the rest of it.
Okay, I just had to pause because I'm dying.
I couldn't believe this when I fucking heard it. It's just mallards just eating fucking ducklings whole. And why?
Wow.
I don't know.
See, it first made me laugh because obviously mallards made me think of Trevor Mallard, and I was kind of imagining him as a duck. But then it's also what made me go, oh shit. I think this is probably yet another example of how humans have been interfering with nature, and now nature is having to adapt and change. Because that's the only reason that, animals especially tend to change behaviors is because they're not able to, sustain themselves properly or, whatever. Like, those adaptations don't come from nowhere. I mean, I don't know the exact interference, but that's my hunch.
They're thinking it's learned behavior, but it seems they've been euthanizing the ones that are committing the treacherous acts, and they're pretty sure they got them all. The guy said, but he's like, no, I saw another one doing it. So
okay, so you're telling me that they're doing duck eugenics?
Yes, they're basically doing
holy shit
duck eugenics, but like they're getting rid of the murderous ducks. So it's like, I don't know.
See, like, I feel like if you don't support, like, the death sentence for human murderers, I don't know if I would apply that to duck murderers.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a crazy situation, though, especially the way that she was describing the fact that they, like, drown them. And
yeah,
it's like,
sounds like a crocodile death roll or something.
Or it almost kind of also reminds me of those, was it whales who were chasing, like, hunting humans and trying to fuck with their boats and shit?
Yeah.
Again, I feel like it's another example of still Mother Nature going, fuck you. You're fucking with, like, the balance of everything. Like, yeah, but, wow. I feel like this is going to be a real fun clip to make out of the show, to be honest.
Anyway,
Murderous ducks.
The guy said he was going to publish a study on it once all this situation was dealt with, said and done. So it'll be an interesting study to read and see what the conclusions are.
Also, I like this from Matthew. Where's Guy Williams to get on the case? Actually, maybe one of us should email him.
Maybe we should.
Should we email Guy Williams?
Yeah.
Or
Everyone, we should
him?
all email Guy Williams, and then he'll know.
Or what I should do is I should clip up the show.
Okay.
And then I'll just send the clip of the show to Guy Williams.
There you go.
Always be plugging, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he can assume the 6,000 live viewers that we have also.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, kia ora Middle Earth Marxists. Thanks for joining us. Chicken ducks got sick of the FOMO watching humans eat chicken nuggets, I guess. Which is so bad because I made chicken nuggets last night for dinner.
Damn.
They were really good nuggets, though. Homemade nuggets.
Battered or crumbed?
Battered. I did like a nice, like,
Seemed
fried
like
chicken
offended.
kind of batter. Oh, to be fair, I'm a batter guy. I do prefer my batter.
There's advantages to both.
No, that's true. Depends on what I'm
Crumbs-
making.
Yeah, well, Crumbed is really good at like absorbing sauces and stuff, you know.
That's true.
So yeah,
I do love me a good panko crumb. If I'm going for a crunchy vibe, you know.
I was doing that on my pork schnitzel the other day. It was good.
Ooh. Oh, do you know what I like doing? I like putting breadcrumbs on top of my lasagna.
Oh, I don't make
Yeah.
lasagna much, so I'll have to try that.
Oh, to be fair, I haven't made one in a while, but fuck, I love making lasagna. Anyway,
Yeah, let's stop talking about
why
food.
did that duck thing make me
Made us
hungry?
hungry.
Ooh.
Like, Dave.
I could murder a bird right now.
Puteki teki.
Hey. Also, I love the fact that it's the bird that fucking John Oliver was. Actually, I wonder if we should send this to John Oliver.
It's mentioned in the article.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, someone should send it to John Oliver.
knows. Yeah. John Oliver needs to know about
Someone
this.
should send it to John Oliver and say, John Oliver, you need to do a bit where you get Guy Williams on the case.
And Aotearoa tonight.
Yeah, local correspondent Guy Williams is on the case.
Right?
That would actually be a good bit if he did that.
That would actually be fucking amazing. That would be such a cool crossover event. They should really listen to us and work with us. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, listen to these people have like, 100 views a video. We know what we're doing.
I mean, there's more people than used to listen to me when I was growing up, so I'm winning.
Aww.
You telling me you had hundreds of people actually listening to you?
I can't disclose that, but
Oh, okay.
I told you
Sorry,
I
Mr.
was a
Popular.
science baby. You don't know what I was subjected to.
Okay. Let's go to the next story, I guess. With that weird way to move along, we've got government increases New Zealand space launch limit to 1,000.
Yay!
Wow.
Did we have a limit before? And how much do we actually do a year? Because I don't feel like
We have the
1,000's a
answers.
lot.
We have the answers.
Okay.
We have the answers.
Because these are the questions I have.
So a physics professor says he does not trust the New Zealand Space Agency to make good decisions, but the agency says it assesses all space activities against clear legislative criteria. The government is raising the total number of launches allowed to 1,000 as the cap set at 100 in 2017 comes close to being breached.
Ah, fuck
So
you.
we've had let's say it's at 80 even.
Okay.
That's quite a few since 2017. That's not even 10 years.
This is bullshit. Okay, so they're reaching the cap that they've set themselves and going, this is inconvenient now. Let's raise the cap to 10 times the amount.
We've got Judy is how she got her space portfolio.
I know,
Okay.
yes.
You gotta let her have fun with her space stuff.
Oh, well, has she got a model for this one? She should
No,
have a little
sadly, I
space
couldn't-
model that she plays
I was
with
trying to
Republic.
find a picture of her with some kind of rocket ship, and I couldn't find any. It was so annoying.
But
I was tempted to do the picture of her with Christy Gnome though.
yeah.
But continue.
Well, I was just going to say, so this increase in allowances of 10 times as many rocket launches, are they accounting that in our greenhouse gas emissions? Because this will significantly change it, and you're now getting 10 times the emissions counted in your calculations for your 2030 targets and 2050 targets.
Well, okay.
And we already know it's a fucking knife's edge in making those targets. So,
Well, if it makes you feel better, I believe this is from the government. They reckon the environmental impact from more debris from space vehicle launches had been newly determined to be low.
no,
Don't know
it's
how.
not.
Don't know where they got this.
Especially if you're going gung-ho with fucking the likes of Elon Musk, who has devastated the fucking nature reserve near his launch pad in Boca Chica, which is just down on the border of Mexico and South Texas, which he was approved to launch his Falcon Heavy rockets from there. He was not cleared to launch Starship. So he was launching a rocket that was too big to be cleared from where he was doing, and he's just fucking like ruined the whole eco reserve, just littering it, because every time he tries to launch one of his Starship rockets, just blows up. So
Yeah, nah, it's pretty. Well, that's why I found it interesting. I was like, where are you so-called getting this this data from? I thought that was kind of a weird one. And also because it says, they've gone from 100 that was set in 2017, and now they're moving it to 1,000, but they're not giving any kind of indication of how long that 1,000 is essentially going to be good for, because, you know, that just means the next time they get to the next 1,000, what, they're just going to go, oh, I guess
where's your numbers? Where's your working?
Again. Yeah, exactly. So I can understand why they don't, it's not something you can trust them to do well.
It's just, I don't see this as anything we should be trying to invest in much, you know? Like,
she does seem to be very gung-ho on the whole, we need to be developing our space presence, and it's like, mate, can we actually deal with stuff on the ground?
it's just to sell it. That's the only reason we want to develop it, is so we can sell. We want, essentially their plan, they just want to be a giant fucking launch pad. That's what we want to be, so we can charge people per launch into the fucking sky.
Launch pad and place where you can have your bunker,
your bunker and
like
launch pad.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm assuming the long-term goal is becoming a standardized launch site for NATO and NATO-aligned military technologies, which, as I keep saying, if we go that way, we become a strategic target, which if anyone's worrying about China invading right now, whilst they don't have a fucking reason to, well, you're giving them a reason to, okay?
Okay, or is it because they're also aligning themselves with America, who will likely go against China? Because it seems like at this point, if we have to pick one of the two, they're currently picking America.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so I think
America
it's
and NATO, yeah.
And I mean, it says here, the rules would have required a special marine consent for every launch over 100. So again, it's just them trying to get out of paperwork.
Yeah.
It's just them trying to get out of paperwork.
What the fuck?
And actually prove themselves.
So basically these launches, you need to rationalize why you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that, you know, fuck.
And obviously the USNZ company Rocket Lab dominates the launch market from its pad in Mahia, which I did see someone mention in the chat earlier. So, yeah.
Yeah, which is another thing to consider. You've got another non-state owned entity, which is a market monopoly as well, which is, considering we don't have a domestic market for it, I don't really care, but that is something to consider as well.
This part cracks me up though. So you got the government has been streamlining aerospace regulations under its strategy to double the industry to be worth $5 billion by 2030. This is yet another example of the government fixing the basics while building the future.
How is that a basic?
Exactly.
People are starving. You said you were gonna fix the supermarket duopoly. I fucking saw the price of cheese the other day, and it was far from basic. It was not a basic price for cheese. Help me buy more cheese and bread and butter, please. Okay? I don't need...
No more dollar bread. No more dollar bread. It's all $2 minimum.
I don't need a fucking $5 billion space industry by 2030. How does that help me?
Exactly. And what are we even doing up there? There's fucking... All we're doing is mostly just sending space junk.
Yeah.
Like, we litter the ocean, we litter the land, and we litter the fucking space. It's just so frustrating. So much, like, trash that we're just extracting from the planet and then throwing in the ocean or up there. Like,
I mean, our population's close to 5 million, so are they suggesting each of us will have about $1,000 each?
Wow.
2030? Is that what they're trying to say?
The industry.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. It's the
then why
industry.
the fuck are they saying that? Shut the fuck up. Put money in my pocket. Okay?
Exactly.
Where's my UVI?
Exactly. Oh, well, actually, it's funny you say that. We've got a comment.
What did I do?
Got a story. No, we've got a good story coming up. Okay,
Did I just keep predicting the future?
A little bit, but hey, I love this. It's always good when one of the two hosts has a really good segue into other stuff later. We're not going to an next, but we'll get there. But yes, this one came across my thing, and yeah, it's definitely, I don't like this obsession with spending this much fucking money on space. Because I'd rather fix and adapt what's down here. We're not going to escape to another planet. It's not going to happen.
No.
It's the only reason to care about it.
Oh, there might be another New Zealand up there somewhere. You never know.
Hmm?
They need trade.
They
Actually,
do. Also,
we could go to the moon and maybe have a lot of the same issues. We're very reliant on trading with other nations.
oh, we already take stuff from the moon 2 times. Like, fuck. We extract from everything. And speaking of extracting, though,
Uh-oh.
the coalition promises to snuff out feared water tax for
Dun,
farmers.
dun, dun. What, the
Because,
nitrate stuff? Is that what
I
we're talking-
believe it is just okay, so it's for a bunch of different things. So
Okay.
it has promised to change a contentious clause in the legislation that could leave the door open to a future water tax for farmers. Federated Farmers called on the coalition to immediately and categorically rule out any form of water tax in its proposed RMA replacement bill yesterday afternoon. The government needs to move quickly and strike out any wording that would allow water rights to be auctioned, tendered, levied, or taxed. And doesn't that just fucking feel like hypocrisy in its purest form? Is that the government that wants to levy and sell off and auction and tender and tax things is being asked to not do that just for the water aspects, which I find personally quite frustrating because I think the way that we let bottling, farming just use so much of our fresh water, like, sure, maybe the farmers could have a lesser tax or levy than, say, a water bottling company. Absolutely fair. But to try and get the government to word stuff in such a way that would rule that out just seems, again, like more of the things they're clearly doing to try and set themselves up just in case they don't get in again.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, at least we can set ourselves up to kind of have what we need, and it'll take them a little while to undo it.
I don't know, like, because does this legislation also apply to people's own water tanks and stuff? I don't know. In any way?
I'm not 100% sure, but because it is resource management, I would assume there's probably some, like, there might be, especially because, like, I know in some places, well, I mean, we have a lot of places that have water tanks, so I'm actually not sure. We'd have to look into that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've gone and Chris Bishop's like, no, we're going to rule out a water tax. That is not and never has been government policy at all. National is the party of lower taxes, not more taxes. So,
Or levies, or other
or
adjacents.
charges, or fucking whatever synonym you've Googled.
Apparently, if it's forward planning and long-term planning, there is no cost immediately. We just account for the future gains. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not much of a story because obviously there's so much that they're doing.
It's
to the
farming
RMA.
ninnies just fucking whining as they usually do.
Also,
Look, I don't blame them for their plight, and that maybe farming's hard. Most things are fucking hard right now. Trust me, it's not just fucking farming. And here's one thing you need to consider, perhaps. You don't have to be a farmer, okay? Just FYI.
yeah.
If all this
There
is
are
too
other-
much of you, for you, you don't have to be a fucking farmer. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I'm loving these bad pictures of Bishop because I saw this other article that we don't need to read. I just thought the picture was hilarious. I'm like, oh, fuck. He clearly had like a fresh haircut, but that haircut's not really doing much for him.
He looks like Pee Wee Herman, but he's like had his face squashed with like someone's taken their thumb and just squashed his face
Smushed.
inwards. Yeah, he's kind of. It actually looks like if the Wallace and Gromit team tried to remake Pee Wee Herman in clay. There you go.
Speaking of that clay, they're apparently running out of the original clay from because the company that made the good claymation clay has gone out of business.
Yeah, well, you know who has plenty of clay? The Sumerians.
All
everything back
right. I think we're getting into the last of the ugly.
Oh yeah, so this is just a. Are you going to do a PSA
that
thing?
we're going to? No, I realize it's in the wrong spot, so that we'll go after.
Cool. Yeah, go to the audio. So this is just I ran out of time to cut this one up, but we'll just we'll listen to it anyway. This was just Luxon this morning. We'll get into it. We'll let Corin explain what's going on. Let's press play.
Okie dokie.
Well, 5 districts are in a state of emergency this morning with heavy rain, strong winds hitting large parts of the North Island overnight and this morning. We're going to have much more on that throughout the hour on some of the hardest hit areas too we'll focus in on. But first, the Prime Minister has just announced Eden Park will be allowed to host more events and will host a State of Origin rugby league game next year. The Prime Minister joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning, Corin. How are you?
Very well, thank you. This game, the State of Origin game, how much are taxpayers stumping up for this?
Well, we've said that we've contributed $2.5 million to it as part of our major events fund. Obviously, we've partnered with Auckland Council and with the NRL to bring it to New Zealand, but it's really only possible because we've also made changes to the restrictions that have been in place at Eden Park, limiting the amount of sport activities and concerts that can take place. So, but, you know, how cool is that? I mean, to have a State of Origin match
how cool is that?
to New Zealand for all the league
Isn't
fans
that cool?
that are here and what it will mean for the game will be brilliant too.
Yes, I'm sure they'll be very pleased. For those outside Auckland, why doesn't Auckland... I mean, Auckland is paying some money for it, but why not allow a bed tax, which is what Wayne Brown seems to be suggesting, and they could pay for the whole thing rather than taxpayers around the country pay for this?
Why not?
Well, again, as we've said, we'll look at a bed tax or bed levy in the second term, but we said we wouldn't be doing it this term. The big issue here is that
that's the question. Why?
As we've done, as a country, we needed to step up our competitiveness on major events. As I said and announced with Louise Upston, we're putting put $70 million into it, and that's important because it's competitive what the Australian states do. And as you can see, we're winning major events, and we've got quite a few coming right across the whole
I
of
thought
New Zealand.
you were responsible for every dollar that this, that the taxpayers.
Yep, every
spends.
single dollar.
Yeah,
the taxpayers' money. Yes,
you know what this sounds like? This sounds like a nice to have.
Right?
Is this a nice to have? Is this what we're getting in this economy?
It's very clear too that like he just has this writing of the international. Like first it was Lincoln Park, now it's fucking Australian sport.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool that, especially because we do have such a strong relationship with Australia.
Yeah.
I do actually think that aspect's really cool because that can give families more of a chance to actually visit each other because they can be like, oh, I'll come over for the game and I can go see my family at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't trust the rest of his shit.
And, as you said, for the rest of the country, like, look, rugby is an institution here. When there's people visiting here or not, like tourists, I always say, go check out a rugby game. Go check out an All Blacks game or a Blues game or some shit, Just go experience it and, experience a live rugby game. It's a part of the New Zealand experience, or Aussie experience as well, all that kind of stuff. But as a part of the people who don't really engage with sports or don't even really like rugby or engage with rugby that much, representing part of that population, how the fuck is any of this serving me, Christopher? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not helping me. You're muted. There you go.
I just thought about it too. All of this is also aimed at people who are more like middle class.
Yes, yeah.
Because I can't afford to go to Lincoln Park. I can't afford to go to who the fuck's gonna travel either from Australia? Well, I mean, people do it. I get it, but the only people who can do that are people who have job security or who are really bad with money and get out loans. Which is also a bad aspect because New Zealand has a lot of personal debt and we have kind of issues with, the amount of debt that a lot of New Zealanders end up in.
And guess what causes financial collapses? It's private debt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, ignore that.
And I liked this comment here. State of origin? How about you worry about the state of the country? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Anyway, we'll keep bearing with him a little bit
going.
more. Just see how much he's trying to convince us we need to be happy about this.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I'll be convinced, sure.
dollar we spend, we get about $3.20 back, which is really awesome. And the restrictions on Eden Park alone, we estimate we're about $430 million of lost revenue and 750 lost jobs.
There's an opportunity cost, though, with this sort of spending, and I mean there will be some who will accuse you of corporate welfare. Coming back to the bed tax. Are you
Come on, Corin, you've got to be positive, my friend. This is a great day for New Zealand.
Look, I'm a league fan. I love State of Origin. That's fine, but that's not the point, is it? That's not the point, is it?
Well, great news.
I'm sorry. This is such a just smile. You look pretty when you smile.
Stop being a negative Nancy.
Sorry. I hate this guy's voice.
Well, you've got your own member of your government yesterday. The member of your own government yesterday, David Seymour, saying your government's not balancing the books and needs to change its spending habits. How does this reflect that?
Well, Corin, I think you'd be a bit of a downer if you're dissing the State of Origin and the park restrictions being removed. They've sat there for decades.
That's a bit negative of him. Why are you being so negative, Corin?
Kiwis love the event.
What?
Create economic benefits.
Peak unemployment? What? What's there to be disappointed about? Yeah.
And it does a lot of good in the community as well. So, look, this is a fantastic day, and we should be celebrating it.
Look, you may well be right that there are lots of Kiwis happy. It's my job to also speak for the New Zealanders who aren't happy, who don't like rugby league, who don't believe a government should be funding this type of event.
Thanks, Corin.
Well, I'm just saying to you, we were in a situation when we came to power where there was nothing in the pipeline that the previous
Is that what you're saying?
Puffed it up.
That sounds like negative thinking. What? That's negative thinking right there, Luxon. What about, hey, we got through COVID with minimum deaths, least deaths in the world. That would be a positive attitude, wouldn't it? Not a negative, Nancy.
For New Zealand, so fantastic events for the local economies and for the broader New Zealand economy. Yeah, we'll have, we could have up to 10,000 Australians coming in across the ditch. They're loving New Zealand. They've been driving our tourism numbers up even just in the last quarter again. So
anyway, we could pretty much pause it there. So that's pretty much his thing. Is he's trying to, and that's.
That's that salesman. He's trying to get back into a salesman mahi.
I know.
It's not working. It's not working.
So part of the reason I pulled that was partly it was just such a blunder, the entire thing, him trying to make positive spin out of what's going on in the country. But secondly, once I saw this ACT State of the Nation speech thing too, I was like, well,
I haven't watched it.
It seems like there's an unintended sort of coalition message. They seem to be going for this positivity thing. I don't know why. But anyway, so this is my new MASH cut.
We're going over to the State of the Nation.
Hopefully all the audio is level, but it might not be. Unfortunately, it was a rush edit job. But we'll just sit here and enjoy. My critique is through the edit, so let's just watch it.
All right. I'm excited to see it.
Frightens me like it should frighten a lot of New Zealanders. Everything they say is about tearing someone down. There's not enough positivity from them.
No one with a penis should be allowed into a woman's toilet.
We're here to send a pretty clear message that unity is important, that coming together as a country is important, that working with each other.
Coming together as a country sounds hot.
That is important.
Now, you may have heard all sorts of things about the treaty principles and what a terrible thing it is and how it's somehow an attack on Māori and all things Māori. I'm here to tell you that's not true. And
last year, I was one of the tens of thousands of New Zealanders who came together to protect the promises woven into the fabric of Aotearoa New Zealand.
It's democracy, Jim, but not as we know it. And that we can't really have real democracy in New Zealand because of the obligations we have under the Treaty of Waitangi.
Well, it's always been a treaty settlement disguised as an infrastructure policy.
The Te Tiriti hikoi showed beyond doubt the pride that we all have in who we are. That solving the...
Also, can we just point out that Te Tiriti and hikoi mo Te Tiriti was literally the most positive fucking thing to come out of that year.
That's negative. No.
They're so positive. The vibes were amazing.
Challenges we face depends on us being able to listen to each other, including listening to people we disagree with.
Politicians from most of our major political parties taking centre stage at the big Gay Out. Although most peacefully.
Also, that chick in the front who is just like, oh, gutturally screaming like.
Makes me wish I was there. The fucking energy.
Oh, I mean, if I had been there, I would have been right along with them. And also, I love it because it's kind of like you're trying to scare them away. You're just like, get away from me. It's beautiful.
Enjoying the festivities, not all were so well received.
That we need to be able to see ourselves in each other and work to find common ground so that we can move forward together.
That the governance of the country's water infrastructure should be removed from the councils and taken over by 4 Wellington-driven water management operations. They say that the governance of these 4 entities should be 50% iwi representatives and 50% representatives from the rest of the population. For people who think democracy means one person, one vote, that seems inherently unfair.
Everything they say is about tearing someone down. There's not...
It bothers me when he says it's unfair. I'm like, David, you could be on the Māori roll, you dumb fuck. Why are you jealous? Why are you jealous? Literally, you can be on it. What, are you jealous your friends can't come with you?
They could, technically, if they want.
A good portion of them, yeah.
Enough positivity from them.
Quote, when it came to COVID, we completely blew out what the value of a life was. Completely. I've never seen such a high value on life.
There's not enough positivity.
The left, we've got the virtue signalers, more intent on being woke and politically correct than actually doing any good in the real world.
I think any coalition involving David Seymour terrifies a lot of New Zealanders because they can see the damage that his slash and burn mentality has already done.
Corin, you've got to be positive, my friend. This is a great day for New Zealand.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And that
was beautiful.
Was really not even trying. If someone wanted to put some effort in and do a smash cut like that, showing how negative versus positive the different teams are.
Actually, you know what I really want to see? And maybe it's something that we can work on for later, but I reckon you take the phrases of them saying, oh, they're all just negative thing, and then smash cut in between all of the horrifically negative things they say almost every time they speak.
Yeah, look, that's more or less what I was trying to go for. It was just, like I said, that's a rush thing I just edited today.
We've got till, like, what? The beginning of November to really get these things going. We got time. I'm not worried. I'm just, just brainstorming out loud.
Absolutely. I've got a couple of plans going closer to the election, let's say.
I'm excited because I don't think you've told me your plans. So they're secret, super secret. Even
I do like secrets.
You do love secrets, you little secretive bitch. After that beautiful, that was a good way to finish the ugly. Actually, I quite like
not
that.
bad.
Good way to come out of that. So this is just going to be a quick little PSA, and it actually comes from an email I got from the Greens, literally like just before the show. So that's why I added it in the last minute.
Cool.
But there is a simplifying local government bill that's up at the moment, and submissions are due by the 20th of February, so that's only 4 days away. I have this basically is a document that goes through what it is, what they think, responses to the proposal and all of that. I'm going to put this in the comments so people can have a look at it if they would like to potentially submit or understand what it is. But obviously, simplifying local government, that sounds like some David Seymour shit to me. So I know I'm going to be reading through this later tonight and trying to get my submission in the next 4 days. So that was just a quick little PSA. I've also realised I haven't opened up my next links, have I? There we go. 1, 2. Oh yeah, I think you'll like these stories actually.
Okay.
So I added in a new category into our document. So we obviously have bad, ugly, good. I added in Mimi because today. I actually saw this post on Facebook, but Stuff made a post made an article, so I thought, let's go to the article. And it was so cringe. In the description, I've called this National MP posts cringe on Maine. And essentially, what happened was Nancy Liu posted to Facebook. Actually, should we just go to her Facebook? I should have just gone to her Facebook. Don't mind me. Keep talking if you want.
Look, her words moved me so much. I actually stood up and did a standing ovation.
Wow.
It was one of those things where I was like, we can all finally unite as a country and gather around our great leader, to see what kind of great man this is. I can only stretch it out so long. Hurry the fuck up.
Hey, I was getting there. You know what? I don't think I can find it. Fuck it. We'll just keep going through this.
Yeah,
but basically, she posted this picture, which I'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing. And it's of Christopher Luxon awkwardly holding an umbrella over another man's head. In the post, she said, no cameras called, no drama, just instinct. That's leadership. Kind, grounded, energetic, action-oriented. My leader, our Prime Minister.
Thank you, Chris.
And this was at 4 a.m. in the morning for the announcement about the state of origin. So, I also love the fact that Stuff's got a, what do you think of the social media post? This is cringe, this is hero behavior, a bit over the top, and this is a sweet gesture. I'm going to post cringe for all of us.
It can be multiple.
Hell yeah, cringe is winning.
I mean...
Also 7% hero behavior.
I mean, that's got to be ironic.
That's got to be a troll, yeah. It's got to be a fucking troll. I don't believe that. But yes, it was very cringe and just, I can't believe they've turned it into a minute 56 video.
No, we're too short on time for that.
No. Oh yeah, I wasn't going to go deep into it. And then, for another bit of meme news today, I saw an article about how New Zealand's own laser kiwi influenced this viral anti-ice flag in Minnesota. Basically, it's not that deep. They like the laser kiwi. They took the inspiration. They mashed it with the "Don't Tread on Us," and they made a pretty cool flag.
Yeah. Well, now I'm thinking we just need to do to make that New Zealand flag better. We need to do like a headless Uncle Sam.
Oh.
Or something.
Grim.
Hey, there's a headless snake. Why is that not grim?
Oh, yeah, true. I guess it is a headless snake. I didn't even think about that.
Get away from me.
I don't know. Like, we
That's
eat
cool.
animals. It's we don't eat humans
Uncle
unless you're a
Sam's a
billionaire.
fucking animal.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Anyway, that's our meme news. And then we can go into our small bits of good news today. Which we've got... Oh yeah, and you got your one too.
My one's the one from Tamatha.
Maybe we'll play that one first.
It's a short one. It's real quick.
Yeah, my one's a pretty glaze over, so I reckon we'll do that first because I fucking love this members bill, and obviously you all know I love Tam.
This touches on so many issues I have as a renter as well.
I literally have the fridge magnet of hers that's tells you all your rental rates and stuff on it.
Oh, cool.
Fridge. It's great. Yeah, let's listen to this.
Kia ora. We want to take a look at a members bill and Parliament's biscuit tin ballot now, and this week's comes from Green MP Tamatha Paul.
Kia ora, my name is Tamatha Paul, he uri tēnei no Ngāti Awa Waikato Tainui. I'm the MP for Wellington Central, and my bill is the Renters' Rights Bill. What my bill aims to do is to make rental housing affordable, secure and healthy. The way that it does this is by capping rents at 2% every 12 months, by implementing a rental warrant of fitness scheme that is independently certified, and it repeals no-cause evictions and makes renting more secure. When we look internationally, we can see that in the UK, these things called no-fault evictions are one of the biggest drivers of homelessness. But if we look to a city like New York, the two biggest drivers of homelessness there are the high price of rent and evictions. So this bill seeks to take into account all of that knowledge and make sure that we don't fall into the same traps
from other
here.
places, great. muted.
For audio only, what sparked your interest in this law change? Realise we should read those.
Of a very small number of MPs in Parliament who rent their homes and don't own a house. And what I know to be true is that it's a really hard time for renters. Rent is expensive, the quality of our housing is really poor, making people really sick, and renting is increasingly unstable, meaning that people can be evicted for any arbitrary reason. Rent controls are needed because at the moment, rent increases has been outpacing wage growth. The proportion of people's income that they spend on their rent has been steadily increasing over the years. We know that New Zealanders are struggling with the cost of living, and in our eyes, one of the biggest ways that we can make life more affordable for New Zealanders is by making sure that their rents are controlled.
Could this bill deter private landlords?
We believe that housing should be treated as a human right as opposed to be treated as a commodity, as a business opportunity. And when people say landlords might run away, well, we don't want New Zealand's economy to be a literal game of Monopoly. We want to have an industrious country where people are making things, building things, producing things, not just simply trading houses amongst the rich.
Tamatha Paul with her members' bill.
Wow, that's some horrible, hateful, divisive
Right?
messaging right there. Once again, from the Greens
Where's the
and the left.
positivity?
Yeah, where's that positivity, guys? You know, come on.
Oh man, I love Tam, honestly. The way that she just so clearly, she just puts things out so clearly, so straightforward, just like, nah, this isn't great. And I think it is really awesome that we have an MP who is a renter.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I don't know how many, I'd actually be really interested to know how many MPs are renters, because I don't know if surely she's not the only one.
I mean, I doubt she's the only one, but
Yeah, but it
definitely.
can't be many.
Yeah, well, because with their salary range, it's gonna be low. Because you know they get paid decent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I also love the fact that, for those who don't know, Green MPs tithe part of their actual income back into the party, which is another cool thing. So not only does she pay rent, she has to pay tithe. Because they acknowledge how much money, like they do, have a decent wage. But no,
Yes.
I love that.
Thank you,
Yes.
Laura. I do like to
Yes.
tell people that one, as well as it's just a great analogy too, as I like to try and use it as the example of the goal of capitalism, which is to get all the money. Because how does monopoly always fucking end?
Oh yeah.
Someone gets all the fucking money, they control fucking everything, and everyone else goes rage quits and just go fuck it. Except in life, you can't rage quit, so that's the only difference. So
Well,
you're just stuck at the bottom. Well, you can. We
but
won't
you
go to
shouldn't.
that. But instead, you're just stuck at the bottom, and there's no resetting the game. There's no starting again. So yeah.
And for any audio listeners, Monopoly was supposed to be a game critical of capitalism, not a source of inspiration for property investors. I also love the irony that, the game was supposed to be kind of a political commentary. And now Monopoly has become one of the biggest, capitalist items. The amount of different Monopoly sets that they just churn out with any IP. And I've been victim to, being like, oh, I want that one. Like, at one point I had a Nintendo Monopoly board. But it very much shows you that, once you start accruing certain things, life is just easier. Things are just easier. It's expensive to be poor.
Yep, and you just keep getting that money as you go around go. You're like, ooh, more money, more money, more money.
And it was actually interesting that you said that we picked this, because in the Greens email I got today, I was informed about the Aotearoa Renters Survey 2026. So this is with Renters United and Action Station. I am about to, right now, put that link into the chat for you all if you would like to go fill it out, because obviously it's really important to kind of know where the state of renting is, especially with the healthy homes legislation. So yeah, I highly recommend that you go and take part in that survey and send it to anyone you know who's a renter, which I'm assuming is probably a lot of people, because let's be real, most people rent, not own their own homes. So yeah, just wanted to plug that at the end of that story.
Sweet.
But yeah, let's go into our couple of small positive things. There is now a 2-year ban on taking shellfish and seaweed from rock pools north of Auckland.
I saw this.
Yes.
Shame again, Shane.
Right? Oh, Shaney boy. After a public outcry, the government is imposing a 2-year ban on taking shellfish from rock pools north of Auckland. The minister in charge placing the blame on migrant communities. Ugh.
I mean, it fucking doesn't matter whose fault it is or who they're blaming.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Good
Whoever
result.
was taking too much, slap on the hand.
Yeah.
The ban is for all of Whangaparaoa Peninsula and further north at Kawo Bay and Omaha Bay. Locals have said more people are taking sea life and beaches were being stripped bare. The ban will take effect from the 12th of March and will be enforced by fishery officials. Last year, Ngāti Manuhiri Settlement Trust applied for a 2-year legal ban on harvesting all shellfish and seaweed from rock pools along Auckland's eastern coastline, from the Rodney Local Board area through to the Hibiscus Bays Local Board area under the Section 18A in the Fisheries Act. So it's good to see that for once, another small little victory where some of our oceans might get a little bit of TLC and just time to do what they need to do and be left the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, look, there's not much more to say about this, but I wish it'd be a bit more of a standard course of action that we take in more scenarios,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, rahui are a very useful tool. I mean, this is kind of, it's not news.
And sorry, it's just a side effect. It'll be a nice lessening of foreign hate against minority groups as well,
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need that, especially
we do need that. So.
I feel like the racism in this country is just charging back up again. Like, it was still there, but it was definitely on, like, a low hum. But it's definitely getting quite, like, big now.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I mean, it is still a lot of, like, East Asian hate, but it's going more towards sort of Indian Asian. I'm finding more these days.
Southeast Asia,
in Southeast Asia, Filipino.
Yeah, Indonesian. But this was an interesting story that I saw from today from Top, which are a party that I'm still kind of like, yeah, we'll let you have time to come into. Like, I feel like they're like a kid. They haven't quite, or a teenager. They haven't quite come into their.
I like to say more options are good, but I feel like the timing here for this one's not.
No, I do see. It does seem like, because I don't know if you saw BHN are going to talk about tonight. The Alliance Party is back.
Yeah, I see it.
So it seems like it kind of seems like because TPM is kind of seen as being, turning into shit. I think there's a space that people want to try to, kind of insert themselves in to potentially be that like minority party.
Yeah, but at least for both Alliance and Top, I'm sort of like, because they're not sort of like, they're kind of smack dab in that middle. I really don't feel like they're gonna. They might be a spoiler for one side or the other. Not sure, but at the moment it just seems like they're a spoiler for both sides. So it's probably not that bad of an outcome. But I'm always happy when we get more minority parties. And the only thing that like, this is why I'd like to lower the threshold if we can, because you still do get that unfortunate barrier with a new party starting and being worried it's going to be a spoiler party taking off votes that aren't going to see any come to fruition. They might get 2% and not have any seats, and that's just sort of those people's votes aren't really that accounted for now.
I do have to agree with Kiwi Burb's comment, though. The age of centrism is over, which is, I think, kind of why I'm like, But to get into this a tiny bit, they did have one thing in this that I do think is interesting. So essentially what they're proposing is that they would get rid of New Zealand super and essentially replace it with a universal basic income that is means tested so that people who earn more than $350,000 a year cannot access it.
But that's slightly my problem, is your means testing a universal basic income, which, from my understanding, partly defeats the purpose of a UBI, which is one of its biggest positives is no administration. You just give it to everyone. That's what.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, think about the amount of people who would be in that bracket. It's not going to be a lot of people. And I personally think that it's good that they've set it at like a decently high market that's not like super low, but it's also high enough that it's like, come on, if you end up going over that, like,
yeah, but
you'll be taking the piss.
It still doesn't matter, though. Even if the amount of people you're trying to get rid of is a small group, you still need a means test everyone. So that's still everyone that's getting administered. Needs administration. So look, I'm not saying it's not doable. I'd like to see their costing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is
the numbers.
You'd have to go through and really like, flesh it out. For me, I just think this is a kind of interesting potential kind of thing that could be considered for the future because we do know that it is a bit of an issue in terms of the aging population that we have.
Not wholly against it, but I'd hope that they'd at least maybe once they implement it, they'd probably be like, hey, we'd actually save money in administration costs if we just paid these people the UBI rather than means testing everyone. I think they probably would find that in after actually implementing it. And usually you make that money back anyway through taxes as well, because everyone's making a little bit more. You can actually raise taxes a bit as well, because suddenly everyone's got bigger base income. So there's this economics, so it gets
that's true.
Lots of moving bits. But
no, absolutely.
My understanding is that you want not to means test people, but hey, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
better new ideas than old ones.
Exactly. Or maybe even finding a way that means testing wouldn't have to be every single person. It would have to be more of an opt-in. Hey, we've noticed that your pay's gone over this.
And yes, I agree with Mr. Arvids. Why not UBI and a wealth tax?
I mean, a UBI and a wealth tax is what I prefer.
That's why I'm saying it's easier to do the wealth tax once you have the UBI because people can afford more.
Absolutely.
So it's even easier and there's less of an excuse.
It would be the best combo.
Yeah. 100%. Well, it's not the best combo. There's even better combos. You want UBI, wealth tax, capital gains, and land tax.
Yeah.
You want all of those.
All the taxes.
All the taxes. Not all the taxes.
Nah.
We can make air free. Yeah.
Right. And then finally, we're going to go into our last positive news: is growing numbers of Pākehā seeking to understand Te Tiriti or Waitangi.
That's nice.
It says here, more Pākehā are enrolling in treaty education workshops and seeking out information about Te Tiriti or Waitangi, according to long-standing treaty educators.
Well,
you go.
Well, because I was going to say, here's where I am. It's lovely that people are doing this because I got one of these little booklets. This little booklet thing. Excuse you. Of
I didn't mute in time, my bad.
That the government gave out explaining Te Tiriti back in the early 2000s. I got a series of booklets there, so I'm fairly well informed, at least when it comes to treaty stuff. But for me personally, my lack of understanding and growing up down in Dunedin is just Māori culture in general. It's just not something I'm as familiar or experienced with. And that's something I would like to, get more knowledge about, if I can.
No,
that's where my head is at. It's sort of like...
I've got a really good video
wrong track,
that actually... I think her name's Māori Minds or something. There's a woman who does YouTube. I'll send you the link. I've got it somewhere. But yeah, I definitely think it's great, and I think it's awesome. Although you're not Pākehā, well, you're a little bit Pākehā, but
jury's out.
It counts.
Jury's out. We have conflicting family trees. I'll put it that way.
I mean, who?
There's disputes in the family.
There's always fucking... To be fair, there's technically disputes on which hapu I'm part of, because apparently one of them didn't like us at one point and kicked us over to the other. Like, it's... People are messy.
Yeah, but whether or not I am to have Maori ancestry, what is undisputed is I think it's my great uncle or something on my dad's mother's side. So on my dad's mother's side, apparently they were just extremely dark complexion, you know.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, we don't think they were Maori, but they were very dark people. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love that.
Like,
I feel like that's just low key cope though.
Well, it probably is. It probably is,
Yeah.
honestly. But that's why I'm just need to do a DNA test. I agree. I do need to do a DNA test.
I want
but
to do one too.
that's a tricky thing, like, because you don't want to go to something like those shitty companies like 23andMe or whatever the fuck. I think that one's gone now, actually.
Yeah, 23andMe was the worst one. I think the best one that I've seen is the one that the Ancestry website.
There's Ancestry.com. I'd like to
Yeah.
avoid that too, if I can. I mean, you're recommending Ancestry, but I don't know. I'd have to look into that.
Well, I think the only reason I think I've been kind of pushed more towards that one is because they have a bigger database in terms of Polynesian data. So
Okay.
they can actually more accurately, because that's the problem with some of these places, is that some of them didn't have enough like Polynesian data to be really accurately detecting like Māori and all those types of things. So I know there are ones that are better for Māori, and I'm pretty sure it was the Ancestry one, but
Apparently, they're still around 23andMe. I don't know. Look, these are private companies. Giving my DNA to store on hold is not a decision I'm rushing into quickly. Anyway,
my DNA's broken. Who cares? There's a reason I'm not procreating. Like, this DNA is not worth shit. So, you know.
damn, that's some breeder mentality right there.
I'm an anti-breeder.
Yeah, but that's you're thinking like a breeder. You're like, damn, that's some horrible genes.
They are. They're not the best. I'm like, nah, G.
You're like the mother that gets depressed when she finds out she can't have babies. You're like, come on, you can still adopt.
No, I'm more like the mum who gets depressed when she finds out she can't have babies. Like, no, I don't want to do that. You can't make me. Dude, I can barely handle having to look after myself sometimes. I am not going to be responsible for a whole nother person.
Yeah, no, that's 100% my explanation too every time.
I got multiple reasons. I feel like it'd be easier to find the reasons to have them than all my reasons for not having them, because they are mince.
Okay, if that's a thing I can actually do, Big Olby, I might do that. That sounds good.
Yeah. Do that. That sounds cool. I mean, at least you got Kaitahu. They're pretty well established, and they've got a lot of people. So I'm sure that would be good. All right, we better hurry up and get through some of these last little things, though. First of all, because I know that on BHN, Chewy mentioned that Kakapo fucking. So I just wanted to put a PSA out there that if you go to the doc website, they have a live stream of the kakapo nests. So, oh look, there he is. Look at him, just loafing.
Yeah. So if you're
chilling,
lonely in bed at night,
and you want to just stare at a random bird, like, you can do that. And then because also New Zealand's weird, there's apparently a New Zealand bug of the year.
oh,
Never heard of it.
but they're
I kinda
using
like
the
it.
colloquialism bugs, which why they put it in quotations there.
Oh, I didn't know that there was discourse in the bug
Well,
community.
a bug is like a beetle is a bug, but not like an ant isn't a bug. There's actual classification of a bug.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like how some
Yeah.
like vegetables and fruit are kind of like technically. Yeah.
Yeah, but bugs is sort of the accepted colloquialism. All sort of invertebrates, tiny, creepy, crawly.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of bugs, but if you want to vote for Bug of the Year, links in the chat.
I will be.
I'm sure you will. You've got the link in the document.
Thank you.
And then I saw this cute video on Facebook of these two kiriru who are just kind of I think they're trying to smash, not gonna lie.
I mean-
It is the season for it. Also, I wish it didn't have the stupid shit over it. But I don't know why Facebook's like this on fucking
Control
Twitter.
Plus, try that.
No, I literally, that's what I was doing. It does this
okay,
shit.
no, it's just
That's why
okay.
Facebook sucks. Honestly, I only go on there because I get bored and I don't know what to do sometimes. Like that's genuinely why I use Facebook. And then I think that's it. Other than maybe a couple of our extras.
Yeah, we could do this one on the Icelandic Revolution.
Ooh, what's Iceland up to?
There's some stuff that happened there, which I just.
Lifetime, there was a country that had a revolution.
Is it-
Took down,
There we
its
go.
government, rewrote its constitution, and jailed the bankers. That's right, Iceland. So,
Alright, you might want to restart it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna do. I need to let's. All right. So what do we need to know?
you know that in your lifetime, there was a country that had a revolution, took down its government, rewrote its constitution, and jailed the bankers? That's right, Iceland. So in 2008, after the financial collapse, Iceland, the people said enough is enough. These bankers, these finance people, these elites, they took us for a spin. They drained our money and put risky bets, and we're broke because of them. And why are we still allowing these elites to run us? We need to do something about that. And this population of 300,000 people got together, protested like that, and they took down the government. They took down the bankers, right? They pulled a fucking Magna Carta, and they a revolution in their country, not in a city. This isn't some third world, okay? Although, I mean, they're all related to each other. But they took down the government. They took out the government. They can replace the government. They rewrote their constitution to make sure it doesn't happen again, and they threw the bankers in prison.
Well, let's all learn from Iceland, guys.
Right?
Yeah, so I haven't looked into that too much, but it sounds like it's going to be an interesting deep dive, so I'm going to be looking more into whatever the hell happened during that situation for the next week. So, yeah, but...
Apparently it's Laura's cousins. Of course. Of course you'd be related to them somehow.
or the Icelandic Naitahu.
Yeah, right?
Also, we missed this one I had lined up for last week. This one was so fucking funny. Another video.
I'll set the video up before I change the screen.
Yeah.
Because fucking Reddit's shit on
This
the
one
computer
just
too.
had me pissing my pants so hard.
Right. This looks like some early 2000s music videos about to start.
May as well be. Turn it up.
Get your fucking hand! Don't cover my fucking camera! Listen, bitch! Don't cover my fucking
Up.
camera! Don't cover my fucking camera!
Ever!
Don't cover my fucking camera right now!
I apologize.
Get your fucking hand! Don't cover my fucking camera! Listen, bitch! Don't cover my fucking camera! Don't cover my fucking camera! Ever! No, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Don't fucking cover my fucking camera, son! What the fuck do you want?
Okay, there's no need for that name calling,
Fuck
dog.
you, bitch! You know what? There's no need for you to be all secret shady covering the fucking camera. What do you fucking want, bitch?
That's an officer safety protocol that we usually do.
Oh, really? No, for my safety protocol, you ain't covering my fucking cameras. You're violating my fucking constitutional rights. What the fuck do you want?
I am here to talk to you. Are you home?
Fuck you.
Are you home?
Get the fuck off. Get the fuck off my property. You got a fucking warrant? Get the fuck off my fucking property.
I actually do have a warrant.
Whoa, really? Get the fuck off my property.
It's
Bye,
just
bitch.
ma'am.
Bye, you fucking cunts. Bye, get the fuck off my property.
Are you home to come out and talk with me?
Yeah, bitch, I'm inside hiding from you. That's what I fucking do, you dumb cunt. Get the fuck off my fucking property, man. You know how many times you guys have accused me of hiding in the fucking house from you? Get your fucking hand off my fucking camera and get your fucking get away from my fucking camera. Get the fuck off my property. Right now, get the fuck off my property. Get the fuck off my property. What do you not fucking comprehend? Show me a fucking warrant, cunt. You got a warrant? Show me a fucking warrant.
Dawn, you're losing connection, ma'am.
Fuck you, you fucking ugly cunt. The fuck off my fucking property.
Are you able to restart or something?
No. Get the fuck off my property.
Fucking hell.
Are you home right now?
Holy shit, there's still a minute left. Oh my, I love this woman.
Just
Also,
standing there taking abuse.
when Americans use the word cunt, you know they mad.
Oh, yeah.
They don't use that word lightly. Oh my god, this is amazing. Also, I saw that there, just in case anyone hasn't looked at the chat, there is a poll for the end song outro. So just feel free to vote while we watch the rest of this.
Bye, bitch, and take all your fucking faggot fucking friends with you. Bye, cunt.
It's just a few of us
Bye.
Girl, bye.
Fuck you. I don't give a fuck who's there. Nobody's welcome. Get the fuck off my property. You can stand on the fucking curb, and then you can show me your fucking warrant. But until then, I suggest you get the fuck off my property, bitch. This ain't fucking Ruby Ridge 2. Get all your little fucking pigs off my property. Get the fuck out of here, all you little faggot-ass fucking cops. Fucking coward cunts.
No need for that name call.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch. You pointed fucking ARs at me. Fuck you, cunt. Can't wait till the fucking... Yeah, fuck you.
And apparently that's how you handle the police, I guess.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
Yep.
That was wow. Just the faggot at the end, I'm not gonna lie, that made me fucking ooh, shit. I kinda wonder, I'm like, man, what's been going on for her? She seems like she's got a lot of stuff she was getting out there, you know? A lot of feelings that just needed to be expressed.
This must have happened a few times, I'm guessing.
Yeah, surely something, there's got to be some context that makes her pop the fuck off like that. What are we looking at for our poll right now? Yeah, why doesn't it let me see the whole thing? That's rude. Oh, there we go. Okay, so far we've got 62% for party and 38% for chill. So, is there something else that we wanna look at before we
can do
move
a couple
into our song?
Couple of memes.
Yeah,
quick
let's
memes.
do some memes.
Yeah.
These ones?
Yep.
All right, let's get memey in this bitch. Also, let's be real. BHN will start at like 9:01. It's fine. So, oh my god, I hate when that starts playing so loud. Let's just go to this one first. Why not? Oh, that's not. That's why.
Oh wait, no, hold up. This one was actually in response to another one, so you need to do this one last.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, I don't know which one's the right one. Is the first one map porn?
No.
Or is that okay? What am I being made to open here?
I don't know.
Real
I
estate.
can't see what you see.
Scalper, is that one that goes first?
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of broken, so I'm just gonna open the image. Fucking your Reddit shit just looks so bad on the computer. I'm sorry.
It's because the link I give you is old Reddit.
I know,
I need to give you an extension to redirect it from old Reddit.
It's fine. I can open an image. I'm not stupid. I bought a limited item in high demand. I sold it for a much higher price without ever using or modifying it. I am a scalper. Yes. God, when people were buying up the PS5 so they could fucking sell them at like what, 1,500 or some shit a fucking console, was insane. Also, like, I'm a collector, so I can't really judge too much, but the shoe thing I don't fully get. Because they buy all these shoes, and then they never wear them. They're very expensive.
As someone who just buys a pair of shoes and wears them until the soles fall off.
Literally, though.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I didn't buy my first pair of real, proper, quality sneakers until I was about 27. Because that was when I was finally like, you know what? I need to spend the money and actually like invest in a good pair of shoes. Otherwise, I don't wear them.
And you know what's the fucked up thing about this entire reality? All the ones that are called scalpers aren't necessities.
Oh, fuck no.
The only one that actually people need is investor. You're investor.
Oh, yeah. like the concert ticket ones, like they're just insane.
Yeah.
So then we go to the video one next. Is that correct?
No, the map one next, because it's my
Okay.
it's a solution for world peace.
Oh my god. So shouldn't the buffer zone just be for non-binaries? Where do the non-binaries go?
I guess you can
You've
go there
missed one
too,
out.
but you'd have
Yeah.
to witness all the reproduction.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Maybe they can just pick one. Although, let's be real, everyone would pick the lower half. Who the fuck's picking the top half?
I don't know.
I mean, if they chose the beer, do you really think they're gonna go for the top half?
There's lots of shit. There's lots of minerals and stuff up there.
I don't give a shit about minerals.
Okay, well, some people do.
Can you imagine men only with themselves? That sounds unruly. That just sounds unruly and like a
Yeah.
bad time.
But this
Anyway,
video
the
is just
next
going to
one.
show the what happens to the men who accidentally go to the women's part.
What?
So if you wonder what this actually is, it's a female-only cart, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. In India.
I see. I see.
Is everyone getting a fucking slap
Hell
as they
yeah.
come off?
Fuck yeah. Get the fuck off my train.
Sitting around these militant female soldiers.
Hell yeah. You tell him, girls. I love that. That's beautiful.
Mm.
All right, what's
yeah.
our poll looking like? Oh, it got very close, but it looks like party won by a very small majority.
Okay. Well,
Is there anything else we want to look at before we?
No, I think we can more or less end it there. So, I'm feeling pretty good about that one. It was nice and relaxing. It wasn't too bad considering I had no one to cover work and I was secretly covering a shift for an hour there. You never would have known it.
Good thing no one at your work watches this, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't get too popular, otherwise you might get in trouble.
No, because then I'll just quit the job.
Aw, you'd quit the job for us? That's so
Yeah, for this thing that
cute.
pays nothing.
Right? How sweet of you to.
I can live in the basket. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. Cheers for joining us tonight, guys. And yeah. I mean,
Hopefully you all have a good week. Stay safe because it's fucking wet and it's not very nice out there.
Yep. And as we can see, we're expecting more and more of those things as we go into the future. Get your emergency packs together, people, no matter where you live.
And make sure that you've got your emergency contacts. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you do the ICE thing in your phone contact book? Okay, so little PSA, don't know if you guys know, but if you, in your phone, if you put, like, your emergency contact, if you put the letters in capitals ICE, that means in case of emergency. And if, someone finds you and they look at your phone, they can call your in case of emergency number. I've done that ever since I was a teenager when I learned about it. So, I mean, it's funny now because ICE kind of means a different thing, but, words evolve. And
sad.
I really appreciate everyone coming and joining us tonight. It's been a really, I had a fun show. I think it was quite a good one.
Yeah,
tonight.
no, this is a good chill show. A lot
Oh,
of
we're doing
chat.
Baby No Money? Hell yeah. I didn't realize that was what was at the bottom. I just saw two links and I was like, But I am excited for us to watch the new Baby No Money video. So.
And I will see all you at BHN.
Yes, we'll see you at BHN and we'll see you back here on Monday. Let us go to Brazil.
Oh, baby, no money. What the f***? Man, come to Brazil, my friend. Come to
Brazil.
Brazil.
Come to Brazil, perfect.
Baby, no money, 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 baby, no money. Come to Brazil.
Sure. Swipe a visa, she a keeper. Got fine new shit like Anita. I'm in a Rari, it's a horse car. Got 10 twos in a two-seater. Fuck 10 plus 2 of them cops. She sloppy my Joe till I pop. When I beg that bitch, I rock. Everyone hating on me like Joe see why. Cowboy bebop, jet class G, cause feet pop. Call my mama when I eat. Shut your mouth and swallow that Tide Pod. We finna slide through like cha-cha-cha-cha. No foo-foo lane shit like rat-ta-ta-ta. I chop the top off like cha-cha-cha-cha. She wanna show me her ta-ta-ta-tas.
Come to Brazil.
Todora. Rio de Janeiro, take my shirt off, now they will be feral. Robbing all these bad mans, the Nero. 1-0-0-0-0-0. Yeah, I got a couple commas on the chip. Busy making money, ain't having no sit. Yeah, sorry, baby girl, you know I got you next. I'm coming home soon, let's scramble them. Fuck that Porsche whip, I dropped the top, and then I pour one out for Kamala. Your chick said she like my goofy so I'm spamming on her Lancelot.
Baby, no money.
We finna slide through like cha-cha-cha-cha. No foo-foo lane shit like rat-ta-ta-ta. I chop the top off like cha-cha-cha-cha. She wanna show me her ta-ta-ta-tas.
Come to Brazil.
Bro, I just looked at the moves for 2 seconds and then I repeated it in a loop.
You locked in?
Yo, I locked in. Carnival 2026. I'm sorry.